One man is facing charges after police say he bit off portions of a cat's ear. And it's National Police Week. We take a look at the nearly 12 officers from Eastern Kentucky being recognized in the nation's capital.
And I'll track the rain and storms up next.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
It's a bizarre animal abuse case out of Southern Kentucky. A Pulaski County man is accused of biting a cat's ears off. An animal rescue organization is involved because they say other cats have been in harm's way. Police say the case is still under investigation. Some of the photos and video in this story could be disturbing. WYMT's Phil Pendleton has more.
This is Bunny.
Bunny is on a long road to recovery at Shaybell Veterinary Hospital.
And said that the male owner had bitten the tips of the ears off of the cat.
An animal rescue group rushed the cat to Shaybell after police say they were called to a home on Skyview Drive in Pulaski County. The report being a man and woman fighting. Sheriff's deputies say Zachary Rollins told relatives that he bit the cat's ears off because the cat bit him.
People are mean, and that cat doesn't deserve anything, and just it makes me dislike people and like animals a whole lot more.
But a closer look showed that Bunny had much more than ear injuries.
We didn't know she had 2 broken legs then, but when we set her down, she couldn't walk on her front legs.
And this story gets even more troubling because as police say their investigation continued, they learned of 2 other cats that had actually died in his care. So Rollins is facing 2 additional counts of torture of a dog or a cat. Hope for All Pets was also called to rescue a total of 19 cats from a home. They say they are waiting on law enforcement to possibly make more rescues. Right now, the focus is on getting Bunny to hop again.
A little nursing care and some surgeries. I think she'll be good. Give it 6 to 8 weeks and she'll be up walking, and I should probably be walking in a few days once we fix that leg.
Rollins' charges are felonies in accordance with Romeo's law that was passed based on another animal abuse case in that area. In Pulaski County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
The Hope for All Pets organization says the vet's bills for the cat will run more than $3,000 at the Shaybell Veterinary Hospital. Charges after state police say he had been distributing sexually explicit videos of minors to one of his social media accounts. An investigation led to the arrest of 25-year-old Jorge Martin Vasquez Jr. After their investigation, police searched his home before interviewing and arresting him. Police confiscated the items he used to perform the crime. Vasquez was taken to the Wayne County Detention Center. The county man is facing charges after police say he attempted to cash a fraudulent check. Police responded to a report on Friday morning regarding a fraudulent check trying to be cashed at a bank. When Kenneth Taylor noticed that officers were looking for him, he tried to get away. He was arrested a short time later after he was stuck in traffic. Taylor was taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center. Also in Laurel County, a man is facing charges after police say he placed his hands around a woman's throat. London police responded to a domestic dispute at a home on Village Street on May 3rd. They say Robert Smith pushed the victim into a chair before putting his hands around her throat. Police say he later obtained a firearm before pointing it at the victim's head, threatening to kill her. A Clay County man charged with attempted murder had his preliminary hearing rescheduled. Stephen Sinners was also charged with 2 counts of assault in the case. The incident happened on May 4th near Branch Road when he reportedly stabbed 3 people. Sinners' preliminary hearing was rescheduled for 9:30 a.m. on May 27th. A Pike County man charged in an officer-involved shooting in Madison County is scheduled to appear in court later this week. The incident happened last month when police responded to a flock camera alert. It flagged a stolen car parked outside a Walmart. Police say when they approached the vehicle, Dustin Allen reversed aggressively and accelerated, striking one of the officers. He is scheduled to appear in court for a preliminary hearing on Wednesday. We continue our coverage of a trend we first told you about last week. It is called the Social Media Laptop Fire Challenge. It is a trend where students try to sort out their school-issued device, which could lead to a fire. Licensed psychologist Dr. Catherine Stone says these trends online do not typically come with any warnings about the potential dangers or consequences.
They're trying to be noticed and to be seen. And so one step to that is you follow one of these trends and people laugh, or there's all the talk about it before you do it and all the discussion after. The kids' logarithms probably aren't filled with the consequences that have occurred. Their logarithms are filled with people that have done it and how funny it was and how all their friends rallied around them.
Stone says it is best to have open conversations about online trends. While that means being direct about consequences, they say it's not about scolding, but instead making it into a teaching moment. It has rained off and on for most of the day in eastern Kentucky, and it looks as though more showers will be in store. Here's First Alert meteorologist Megan Dusmole for a first look at our forecast. Megan.
Well, just as Caroline said, we've been watching those rain chances in and out of the region, seeing some storms across the area as well. Lightning count right now 4. And let's take a look at some areas experiencing some of the heaviest rain right now as we're traveling down south towards the crook of Asher's Fork. We're going to continue to see this heavy rain traveling northward. I mean, you can see a pretty straight line right now. Let's travel more towards the north, towards Rowan County. Moorhead is seeing a lot of that heavy rain, and we'll continue to see those rain chances on and off throughout the next couple hours, starting to calm down as we're heading overnight, but more chances of rain are in the forecast as you're heading later into this week. Observed highs for the day, we're sitting in the upper 60s and low 70s. Warmest temperature for the region, 73 degrees for Somerset and Harlan. Now we'll see those temperatures around the same right now, but we've dropped by a couple degrees with some portions of the area sitting in the mid 60s right now. Low 60s for Wise, 63 degrees. Overnight, we'll see temperatures dropping to the upper 50s and low 60s. And here's what you can expect for the remainder of your day going into tomorrow. Caroline.
Megan, thank you. Senator Mitch McConnell announced that HUD is allocating more than $1.5 million to Kentucky for the Recovery Housing Program. The program was created by Senator Mitch McConnell's Comprehensive Addiction Recovery through Effective Employment and Reentry Act, also known as CAREER. It is intended to increase access to safe transitional housing to those in addiction recovery while they rehabilitate and re-enter the workforce. Senator McConnell provided a statement about the funding. Here is part of it. Quote, "The CAREER Act is a crucial tool in our fight to end this crisis, targeting resources into life-saving organizations that support Kentuckians' recovery and their re-entry into the workforce. I've been proud to champion CAREER Act funding over the years and support these organizations' heroic efforts as they can help Kentuckians break free from addiction." National Police Week started on Sunday. Now folks from throughout the country are traveling to our nation's capital for the week. WYMT's Amelia Lee joins us in studio with the details on those being honored from our region.
Sunday was the first day of National Police Week, letting folks honor, remember, and support law enforcement. It's also a time for law enforcement officers to recognize their brothers and sisters in arms who died in the line of duty. Law enforcement heroes will be recognized. Their names on the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial, including 11 who served at the Perry County Sheriff's Office.
That is fallen deputies from this county, and that's a pretty big deal to be recognized nationally.
The 11 Perry County officers all served before 1960. This includes Lem Nolan, who died in 1916, and Sam Fields, who died in 1956. Perry County Sheriff's Office Chief Deputy Jason Duff is in the nation's capital this week, representing the office during the roll call of heroes.
It's amazing. It really is. Chief Jason Duff is a real good deputy. He's got 20 years of experience, so it's a big deal for him to go up there and do that.
Those with the sheriff's office say they are grateful for a supportive Eastern Kentucky community, not only during National Police Week, but throughout the year.
They always usually support us every day of the week, usually, in everything that we do for the community.
345 law enforcement heroes from 1834 to 2024 are being honored at this year's Roll Call of Heroes. In total, 24,412 names are engraved on the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial.
The ceremony is scheduled for tomorrow in Washington, D.C. We have a full list of the 11 fallen officers from Perry County being honored on our website, WYMT.com. The Salvation Army of Southeast Kentucky is kicking off a National Salvation. The week runs through Sunday, May 18th. The week highlights the organization's history, services, and impact in the community and recognizes those who have volunteered and donated to support the Salvation Army throughout the years. The week was first observed by President Dwight Eisenhower in 1954 and has been observed annually since.
Temperatures are warming into the 70s tomorrow.
And it is a noise 17 years in the making. We take a look at what you can expect as the 17-year cicada brood emerges.